Good afternoon, everybody. This is Reverend Kit Holmes. It is Tuesday, January 11th, 2022. That means it is, well, not the date, but the day. It's Tuesday. That means it's Transformation Tuesday. Welcome. Today, the title of my, this little blurb, I put in Hibernation or Germination. And I like the alliteration of rhyming. I am a word person. And in this January month, depending on where you are in the world, in the northern hemisphere in particular, there's this sense, New Year, 10 days ago, 11 days ago, new beginnings, new starts, fresh starts, clean slate, all of that business. And it's also a time for winter is a time for many species to hibernate. And so we are back to one of life's paradoxes, that there is rest and there is rejuvenation. There's a lot of Asian words today. And that germination, if we think about what happens in the fall and the leaves fall off, and we think that plants go dormant, what they're really doing is going through a resting phase. But what's happening underneath the ground, underneath those piles of leaves, underneath the soil, underneath all of that accumulated thing over the years, are the seeds from trees, from flowers, from everything else that have shed in the fall to regenerate themselves. So the activity of spirit, the activity of our lives, is never solid. It never stops. If we think about those things, they're germinating under the soil. There is activity happening so that all of the things in their divine design are ready to come forth in the spring, when the temperatures, when the right amount of rain, the right amount of sunshine, more sunshine returns, all of those things, all part of the process. That's the same thing with us. It is knowing when to rest. It is knowing when to push through the ground, that perfect and right timing on new edges of growth, the green edges of growth. So the paradox of our spiritual practice, the paradox of our lives. It is both and, it is not either or, and they have to happen together. Two sides of the same coin, dark and light, all of the things that we need to understand and experience one so that we can understand and experience the other. All necessary parts of our lives. So whether you are resting today, whether you are germinating, whether you are hibernating, whether you are involved in a lot of activity, I invite you to remember that both and is okay. It's okay to say, yes, I'm resting and I'm all a breath today. Remember that both and, germinating and hibernating, both are possible at the same time. So I wish you good rest. I wish you good activity. Know that you are loved dearly, and I will see you here again next Tuesday for Transformation Tuesday, 1 p.m. Central Time. And I thank you for donating and sharing your financial gifts with Unity of Wimberley, and the website is unityofwimberley.com. There are many ways in which you can support, and I thank you in advance for that. I thank you for sharing the videos and joining me here every week. When you do it at your time, maybe you're resting right now. Maybe you're going to watch this later. All right, have a wonderful week. We'll see you next week.